Hello everybody, welcome back to Night Goes 49. Welcome back to Banished, the Colonial Charter. I've got exactly 30 minutes and I'd like to squeeze in a little bit of time before the kiddos get done with their little activity during the day. I'm trying to put in some recording during the day as much as I can because I'd like to start getting ahead and start on some other stuff. So, I haven't looked at all the comments, but somebody did mention that I've got piggies here in the pen. I did not know that. Can I empty you? I can. Okay. So we're going to take care of the pigs first. How many do I have? Like 8? Okay, good. All right, so we'll do that. I do need more pastures, though. If you look at that, it's kind of interesting. Anyway, so I'm trying to just like do this really quickly. And again, I haven't looked at the comments because I'd like to just get this video in, get it rendered and uploaded so that you guys have some more content. So we can keep going on good old Nomadia Deuce. We are looking at quantities again, but first let's look at the overview. We're at 866 families. Wow. 588 homes. Obviously we don't have enough homes. We're not producing quite enough food, but we did set up, oh my gosh, look at all these houses I need. We did set up another area here for food supply. I wonder, let's look at one thing real quick. Do I have enough statues? Because that's set at like 500. I would be splitting myself. It wouldn't be that great, but I could increase production or increase purchases. Oh, I'm doing that by quantity, not name. My apologies. Stone statues, 98. Not really viable. Spirits, though. Actually, yes, spirits. That would be really good. Granted, they're going to go really far to do this. So here's what I'm going to do. They're not going to do muskets. I can't divide their attention that much. So let's have them do muskets, or not do muskets, excuse me, and have them do spirits. So we'll do that. We'll go down to the S's, spirits, and we'll say 500. Right? They're worth quite a bit. 10. Not too bad. A little less than the muskets, but I think we can handle doing that. And I've got it maxed out at 5, so we're going to do that. We need a lot more homes, and we could do a lot more pasture stuff over here too. I think this area, I want to fill in as many homes as I can. Let's go ahead and unpause this. I want to fill in as many homes as possible over here. So we will continue to just dump these town abodes here, which they're good homes. They're very comfortable. People tend to like them. Okay, I can't fit anybody there. Let's do it like this then. And we'll just go along this way, and I can't fit anybody there. We will put you on here. I'm like literally trying to just squeeze everybody in here. I could also do lamp oil. Remember, I've got a ton of blubber. I've got a lot of resources to actually do that, so could do a bunch of lamp oil as well. So what's going on? Oh, those are just straight up against it because the front of the house is here. All right, that's fine. Oh, I did randomly see somebody's comment, and I apologize. I don't know who you are, but somebody said, are there really small homes that I could use to fill in these little gaps here and there? All right, we've got an outbreak of diphtheria. We'll be fine. Yes, I think so. I think there are. In fact, let's take a look. Corner area. What is decorative corner area does not flatten the ground when built? Oh, interesting. Not really what I need right now. Okay, I've got 2 of these. I've got 3. So what food could we use? Tomatoes, peas, bamboo, kale, potato. You know what? Let's get a ridiculous amount of potatoes. This is in honor of Wife Ghost. She's an Idaho girl. And we all love potatoes. I make a mean mashed potatoes. I've mentioned this one other time before, but the family asked me to do potatoes because I do them so well. Old boy from Kentucky done impressing some of them old Idaho people. Just saying. It's good stuff. I've got some lean-tos. That's not what I'm looking for. Basically, I'm looking for, well, I'll find it, and I'll show you guys. Here it is. The conservatory. It's a little home. It basically is like a little extra wing or something that we could put up against this. Oh, that would work out really well right here. Right here, and then maybe there. That's going to look a little weird, but you know what? We'll be fine. We'll do one here. Yeah, let's see if we can just sneak in a bunch of these conservatories. Holy crap, that's going to be good. Now, granted, this is going to compound the whole, like, trying to find a proper balance of people with jobs close by issue. So this will be interesting to see how that pans out a bit. Now, I did have some extra space over here. This is in the front of the homes, so I'm kind of not really inclined to just put stuff in front. I'm inclined to do things like that, where it looks a lot better, feels a lot better to kind of do that. Now, the front of the homes are over on this side, and the front of the homes are facing that way. So actually, I could place a bunch of conservatories here. And that would be okay. The well's there. I'm actually glad the well's there. Oh my gosh, look. Look at how many builders we need. Let's go with 70, just for fun. You again will be potatoes. I don't know if I had a separate plan for this, but I sure am not obeying it if I did. Wait, what's low? Logs. Oh my gosh, logs are low. What the heck? I sold all my domesticated animals. When did that happen? Hold the phone. Does that mean we're low on domesticated animals? No, we have 2,200. All right, well, let's do this. Let's put in a little bridge just right here. And let's also go ahead and start clearing off chunks of trees, and then we'll start clearing them off in sections like this. I haven't been doing this because I've been purchasing more. As you can see, though, I am slowly outgrowing... Oh, yeah, food over here. I'm slowly outgrowing my current layout for, like, food purchases or supply purchases, excuse me. So we are going to either have to become more self-sufficient, which when it comes to logs, it's a little complicated. You guys have seen me kind of struggle with that and get that working the way it should. Or we could just buy more, but then I need another whole industry. These deaths kind of suck. We need a whole nother industry to deal with that. Now, clothing is something that I have not started to mass produce. Like, we're in the thousands, that's fine. Tools are definitely getting hit right now. Ooh, schoolhouse. Build a farmer's college. I want to actually keep track of that for now. I wonder how much wool I have, because I could build more wool pins. Reeds with statues. Glassware. You know what? Could we buy some glassware? Like, just 400 even. That would be fine. With bone meal? I mean, it's going to be more than that, but we could start there. Fuel's looking fine, so we could actually probably just spend nothing but fuel and bone meal on this. Yeah. Glassware. We'll dismiss because I'd like them to come back with food or something else a little more useful. I did see another trade ship walking on through here, so we'll see how that goes. Are you guys out of glass? You're not out of iron. You're probably low on lumber, honestly. But I've got enough building supplies that I'm not worried about that right now. We can let them sit there and be idle for a little bit without it being that big of a deal. Okay. We got piggies over here. We've got beef cows, bison. I really should actually expand our whole, this situation going on right there. Let's see. There we go. We got a road going that way. Probably another set of homes this way and another strip right there. Do I have a marketplace nearby? I'm pretty sure I do. Where is it? Where is my marketplace? Hello? Okay, there's the Old Town Market. It does cover this area, so you know what? I think it'll be fine. We're a little low on lumber, but, well, I guess we did finish all these homes. So we're not that low on lumber. How many homes do we need? Okay, everybody actually has somewhere to stay. Just the families haven't been able to split off yet, which is kind of problematic. So what I'm going to do is I want to split this a little bit in case there's pestilence here. I don't want it to travel over this way. So I'm going to have to build like the 3-story homes or something. Oh, here's our new place. Oh, I didn't set this when the merchant arrives. I don't know if you guys hear that in the background. My apologies, but my AC just kicked on. And it's being loud right now. We'll do the 4,000 and the 2,000 on the meat. Meat's generally more expensive, I've seen. Okay, with 500 spirits, and definitely selling the candles because we have a ridiculous amount of those. How much can we get? Can we get more peaches? We sure can. I have to do this manually right now. Milk? Let's hold off on the milk because hopefully we can get something different. There we go. And then maybe some lettuce. 600 lettuce. All right, we're going to hit trade. I'm going to leave it alone. It's only got 5 people working there. I don't want to overwhelm it. Back here, right? Yeah, here we go. Okay. First things first. Let's clear off this whole area. All right, and then we're going to start putting in the 3-story homes, or laying those out. Now, they do take a bit of time to make, but they don't take lumber. They just take logs and stone. I'm okay on stone. I'm not doing so well on logs, but we'll just deal with that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do something else there. Gap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's see. Gap. That one will be a little bit tighter here, but it will actually work out with the roads. Look at this. When you have almost 500 people only dedicated to the removal of raw resources, that's what happens. Freaking awesome. All right. What I do want to do is get a road going from here. Now, this means I can probably... Oh, there's that stupid road thing. I could probably do conservatories on this as well, like we did a minute ago. Oh, look at that nice little strip that we can do there. And then behind this... It's a little dumb for me to keep doing that. Anyway, we could probably do conservatories butted up against there, which I don't know if those are finished now. We did put in a ton of those. Yeah, these aren't done yet. It doesn't have to remove anything. It's actually waiting on lumber, and I think that's the gating factor on everything. Yep. We're running low on logs because we're using it all for lumber. Well, I guess that isn't really... The lumber just goes and goes and goes. It's not really an effective thing, so... Blah, blah. That's not really the issue. Did you buy logs? You sure didn't, because you didn't bring any. So I'm actually going to dismiss you, so hopefully we can get guys coming back here and bringing us some good stuff. I only have you as the industrial supplier because I only have this to work with. So if I get clothing going, I could have them buy more logs and things like that. I mean, I do this constantly, but I'm always like dividing my attention. Let's look at leather. Where's the leather? All right, 3,000. That's a decent amount. And then let's look at wool. Because cloth and stuff is not there. 2,000. All right. Sorry, I have my phone on alert in case wifey needs me. So that's what's going on there. My apologies for doing that all the time. I just have to ask her real quick. Okay. There we go. Just got the kiddos right now. I've got a decent amount of leather and a decent amount of wool right now. I've got some other industry doing specifically just coats just to supply everybody. The limit's like at 4,000 right now, and they're not even close to catching up to it. So that might be something that we want to do. We could probably put a strip of like domesticated animals over here around. You know, that's not a bad idea. Hold on. And this weird kind of space in between. Oh, look, I forgot we did all of these. Look at all this lumber that we need. My goodness, that's going to limit us for a while. I guess that's some steady growth, right? It'll just be consistent. All of this is getting removed. That's fine. Let's go check the trader real quick. See, all these coats, I don't need those. I'm going to actually dismiss them. I want to sell those. I want to sell those for industrial supplies. Okay, let's go to food. We will go to pins. And let's do some wool pin. I don't want to butt it directly up against this. I got to be careful. I'm going to put it like this. There we go. And then we will just do... And then 2 more. And then I need the milk pins for the leather and the milk. And then there. Okay, there we go. So that'll help. What does this trader have for us? That's the trader we already just saw. The notification was that somebody died. All right, fine. Need these fine, not problem. So again, we're doing this so we can expand pastures over here. I feel like this is a good food source. Homes, split it up. Pastures over here. Let's see. Can we do the road now? You are still in the way. We can get some of it down so I don't mess it up. And we could fill in the one right there. I do love that I've only used brick for this, for roads. I think that's one of the best decisions we made at the beginning of this. I've been pretty stoked for it, and it's working out very well. What do you need? Logs? Okay, you just need logs. As you can see, our log situation is not great, but we've been building a lot and still staying ahead of that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to have them cut little areas over here. Consider this like maintenance of the forest so that down trees don't accumulate, forest fires don't become an issue, which wouldn't that be horrible in this game if they had forest fires? Jeez Louise. That'd be something else. It would be horrible, in fact, like I just said. Food's looking alright, though. Strangely enough. The bison are almost max. I'd like to split those. In fact, I'd like to just split all of these right here in this area. That's probably what I'm going to do, is split this 3 ways and go from there. It's going to take a lot of logs to do that. Maybe I should wait for homes. I don't really know. This still isn't done. This is just silliness. I really should get somebody working that. In fact, I might as well go in here and just say, you top priority, please get that, and then right click and be done. Look at all those homes, those are done. So we're making lumber pretty quickly. Oh, these are orchards, right. We were going to do cherries and peaches. So actually, I'm going to do cherries here. And then we'll do peaches here. Right, we weren't going to do anything else. Even though I do actually have a lot of extra things. Considering this is the full industry run. And I should actually, you know, address that and use it like I should. Let's get some people hired here. There we go. There's a few more people working those pens. I like that. This home was finished. That is fantastic. I'm going to... Hey, with the autosave, calm down. I'm going to spin this here and start putting down the second layer on the ones that I can actually see. Because it is not winter, and I can actually do that. Oh, look. I can see your color now. And you. Which means this one will most likely be the darker ones. There, we'll do that. Okay, so this row is done. It's starting to build up. Let's get 2 more people working the pins. There we are. I like it. You're maxed out. Where's the other school that we made? I told it to upgrade, and it's already demolished and then started upgrading on the next one, so I don't know where it is. Where did I put that? Was it over here? I don't think so. There's some expansion we can do over here, too, actually. Gosh, the storage here is just astronomical. This grain silo, I wish you could, like, put a priority on it and say... you know, use this. There's a bunch of woods over here that I should probably go ahead and have them clear. The huge tracks of people, the over 520 people that I have. Just sitting around like, well, I'm going to move goods until you tell me otherwise. Well, that's nice. Okay, what do you have? 200, 500? All right, you're doing your job. We're not going to tax you anymore. I don't want to push them past their limit of actual capacity of moving goods around. Aha, look. Let's spin this around again. Oh, because I turned it on and off, we're going to get 2 with the same one. These neighbors were good friends, and they decided on the same look and feel. Aren't you just the most fancy? Actually, this one is the only one that's like the weird neighbor that's like, I don't want that. You can't make me. That's the Johnsons. What are they doing? If your last name is Johnson, I promise I'm not trying to pick on you. Although it is kind of funny that your last name is Johnson and I mentioned it. Reserve of logs are low. Again, we're constantly trying to address that problem. Except that I'm not. Except that I'm not actually addressing it and pushing the industry. If I actually got coats going, let me think. I could start that over here by the Smuggler Bay thing. Although I need to... This would just be a weird little spot. But we could do it here. We could actually get some industry going this way and do some pins over here. I already have pins over this way too, so that's good. Oh, we've got the church. The chapel's done. It's going to max immediately. I love it. Everybody going to church. Hallelujah. All right. Don't ding at me, phone. All right? Just don't do it. So we can do a road down here, and I could start getting some cloth industry going on. And maybe even some more wool pins just to, like, make it more self-sufficient. How are you doing? You're fine, right? What speed are we at? Okay, we're at 5. We have to be at least at speed 5. Those are the rules. Those are the rules here. Okay, we'll clear that a little bit. I'm not quite sure what to do here yet, except, well, I mean, just build the tailor shops, I guess. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're definitely going to do this. I need 6. We have to be legit about this process, right? So there we go. There's 6 of them right there. A bunch more homes are still getting finished. More wool pens, or pens, excuse me, not just wool pens. There's milking pens as well, are getting finished off. What do you have? Okay, you're giving us milk. That's good. This still isn't cleared. I don't understand. This is kind of silly. It's like they just don't want to, and they're like, meh. Ooh, actually, sugarcane we could use. There's a whole set of industry that we're not doing. Oh, and somebody mentioned that since I'm getting hemp, I need to build Twinkies. I need to make Twinkies. So my thought was I'd get sugarcane, make it into sugar, and we can make sugar cookies for munchies. Is everybody cool with that? I think that would be a really good idea. So we're probably going to do that. Glass I'm not going to pull on. Gosh, the coke fuel we actually are doing quite well. What will you do? You're just gonna kill it. Got it. So can we do 10 domesticated? Overpaying by 300. All right, we can handle that. So 500 coke fuel and 10 domesticated animals gives us the sugar cane seeds. I don't have radish, I believe, and I don't have rock melon. But again, I don't want to like break our idea so much that I'm just so far away from it and it turns into a normal series. I don't want to buy things until I'm ready to actually fully utilize them. Okay, you've got 2 people here. It's just the squash doesn't actually grow until the end there, I guess. That's really odd. Unless they're just really far away. Hold on, let's take a look. No, you're right next door. Get on the... Come on, go talk to your plants. Oh, they're harvesting. They're actively harvesting. They're not waiting for it to grow. Never mind. Don't talk to them. Don't look at them while you bring the scythe down. Although if you use the scythe on squash, I'm not sure you're going to have a good harvest. You're just going to squish it all, which is where the name Squish came from. Totally intentional. Okay, let's finish these off. Okay, and then this guy's got the 2nd floor on. Oh, but we know what everybody's color is. Is that right? That's right. Yeah, okay, good. And then we'll flip it again. Watch out, I'm gonna mess up one of these. It's gonna be funny. Alright, what do you have for us, friend? Okay, food supplier. This is the one that we'd set up previously with all the domesticated animals. We didn't sell all of them, and we bought a ridiculous amount of food. So that's really good. Okay, I'm not gonna dismiss. I'm gonna let you be. We're still getting the harvest in, and we're over the 200,000 mark and rising, which is good. Overall, I'm happy with the fact that we've been able to keep up with some of this. We really don't have enough tulips. I'm just not gonna stress about that. Tiptoe through the tulips. There you go. There's your song for the day. Don't worry about it. Your entertainment is free here. Just watch the ads. Just watch the ads. It's fine. Alright, let's finish off the road over here. I'm going to let the lumber actually catch up a little bit. Will you finish these? It looks like they might actually be starting to work on those. We need to get more pastures going on down here. So let's do that real quick and at least get those set so they can start working on them. So what was I doing? 10 by 30s, right? And then I think I'm going to put a gap in between these so that we can put a road down here. And hopefully that'll increase efficiency a little bit. 30 and then 10. All right, so there we go. There's our pastures. Look at all those pins. I know they're offset. That wasn't necessarily intentional, but I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't that worried about it. Iron, I think we're okay on. I really wish you guys would bring logs. I think we've just been a little unlucky with the shipments. That's part of the issue. Brick. No, get out of here. See how I'm like not purchasing them? I'm over 600. So did I set it at like 1,000? Is that what I did for these stone statues? Yeah, it's at 1,000. Never mind. We could increase that production then, if it's not even maxing out. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to do clothing, and we're going to do, like, oil lamp stuff. So this is going to be our clothing industry. Are you good to go? 95 domesticated. See, if I don't send them out and dismiss them immediately, they have time to kind of recharge. They can go and get all the stuff that they need to, all these additional domesticated animals and whatnot. I have to say, my industry, or my whole city, the lifeblood really are the domesticated animals. Isn't that interesting? I don't need any of these. Sunflower seeds would be good for seed oil, but... or vegetable oil, I can use it to take the seeds and do that, but I don't need that. Same, I think the beetroots you can make into sugar as well, like sugar beets, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's pause. I want to find that school that I was upgrading that I lost track of. It's not this guy. I lost track of it. Wait, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you're just out of logs. My goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to even turn it off. I want to leave it alone. Yeah, you're out of lumber or logs too. Oh, stacks burner. Why don't you do coke fuel? I don't want you doing charcoal. That'll help a little bit. Hardtack. You're working. You're out of flour? What? All right, flour. Before we finish doing all this stuff, where is our school? Hello, school. Where are you? Chili barrels. I don't think I got the chili taken care of. That's stone storage. I don't really care about that. What are you? Musket range. No, there's... Actually, I should put a college there. It'd be like the military college, like an academy. Like an academy. Seriously, though. Okay, let's look at our list over here. Teachers, 6 of 6. All right, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Flour. Okay. Real quick, let's take a look at oats. We're obviously fine on, but flour is not. So let's go down to the flour. They're basically at 0. But let's take a look at the oats. 70,000. We are even more than we had before because I added in more production there. So you're maxed. You don't make a whole lot. We need more. Now I believe I put down another windmill over here in this other town, this other little suburb or whatever. Well, I sure thought I did. There's a ton of oats over here. Let's go ahead and put down a couple windmills here. I'll unpause. Go to processing. And not the small windmills. Ooh, city windmill? Yeah, right here by the governor's place. We shall take over your oats and grind them with our gears. Look at you, governor's office, just taking money. What do? Down with the authority. Alright, so we're going to do that. Let me go ahead and track at least one of those bad boys. Over here. What do you not have? Whoa, this is not good. Oh, you need logs. That's actually really bad. I didn't think about that. Oh, crap. No logs, no tools. No logs, no freaking tools. Alright, hold on. This is where we're going to do our clothing industry. Guess what? We're going to do this right quick. That bridge works just fine. We'll have to upgrade it later. We're going to come in here and do trader, industrial supplier. There we go. And you, my friend, are going to fit right in there. Okay. And we speed 5. Let's do speed 10 because that works. Increase priority. Okay, let's put it back down to speed 5 because it's just derping out. All right. So this guy is going to sell clothing. We will do wool coats and pea coats. We currently have a tiny bit of a surplus. I could probably do 500 of each and split these evenly. 3 doing wool, 3 doing pea coats. Granted, that means we're going to need to make sure we have a lot more wool than we do leather. Leather seems to come on slower than the wool does because they have to slaughter the animal, right? And the wool, you don't. You just shear it, and it's great. Excuse me. Took a little drink of water there. How are you doing? Okay. So I'm a little concerned that this isn't up and going yet. I was being a little too cautious, I suppose. Barrels, logs. Yeah, actually, the lack of logs is really slowing down a lot of different industry, isn't it? There we go. I have plenty of laborers to actually grab extra materials, more raw goods, so I'm not super concerned, except I kind of am. Hardwood, that's good. I could use hardwood to make lumber. You know, that's not a half bad idea. How much hardwood am I actually using for furniture? So fancy furniture, I've got enough to just have the industry going. I could do a whole industry around just hardwood and fancy furniture and selling that, but I'm not going to. And then hardwood, you have 2,500. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have not the windmill up here. I want a little bit closer. Let's go with this lumber mill. Could you take hardwood and make lumber? There we go. Now we're going to have lumber used from that resource as well. All right, greengrocer, you've sold all candles and spirits. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I'm actually really happy about this. I'm not going to stress about it at all. I'm just going to let it do its thing. Those are 2 things that I am just not concerned with. Candles and spirits. Just meh. Not even worried. It's stuff like this industrial supplier where I want to keep a track on it, even though I'm not using the stone statues for anything else. Now, clothing, we're getting into an area of I'm using that constantly, and I should probably be really careful about how I do that. So you're not done yet. These are going to live and breathe nothing but industry. Oh my gosh, my cats are going crazy. Anyway, I'm going to cut off the video here. I just kind of need to. I need to go get some other things ready before the kiddos come home. I'll get this rendering while I'm doing that so I can upload it and get it ready for you guys tomorrow. So thank you all for being here. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. I'm like have a cold or something. Thank you all for being here. We'll keep going with this. Nomadia Deuce is doing quite well. Hopefully you guys like the thumbnails. 9- updated those. He's done a fantastic job, and I'd like to say thank you to him. Check him out. Follow him on Twitter as well. He's a great guy. One of him and 9- or 9- and excuse me, is are great mods, and they provide a lot of support, just like all the other ones, all of our other mods do. So anyway, I thank you all for being here. Thanks for all the thumbs up in the comments. That helps a lot with this series, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So we'll get this going. We'll get another set of industry going. We'll get some logs in here. We'll get past this little goofiness that's going on, and we'll be good to go. All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Later.